What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron here. It is Thursday, the 6th of March, and once again, we are talking all things DeFi and AI agents, guys, on this channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. We are already into Thursday. Can you believe it's Thursday already? These weeks are passing so quickly, and to be honest with you, I'm really happy that they are, because obviously with the market washout that we've had over the last weeks and months, I just want to get back into the next leg of the major bull run, to be honest, and I'm sure you all agree with me. Look, guys, let's get into the markets today. Look, there's a little bit of kind of green, a little bit of red, to be honest with you, but people are still obviously talking about the White House crypto summit that's happening tomorrow. Okay, guys, now all eyes are on that summit. Now look, it wouldn't surprise me if whatever happens is already priced in. I've been in crypto long enough to know that major events like this are usually a sell the news event. Don't just go all in thinking there's going to be some major announcement that's going to pump. Usually there's a sell the news event. I mean, literally, you just saw less than a week ago maybe that, you know, Donald Trump actually announced the strategic crypto reserve, and look what happened. The market took an absolute nosedive. Now, unless Donald Trump comes out and says, oh no, we're going to buy 1 million Bitcoin or whatever, you know, as part of the crypto reserve, then obviously we're going to pump to Valhalla and we can all go party.
You talk about wet dreams.
But realistically, I think it could be a sell the news event, guys. So be careful and trade carefully, okay? I would say stay in spot. Look, guys, as you can see here, like some of the biggest gainers this week, I mean, Cardano up 41%, obviously on the news that it was part of the crypto reserve summit. But actually, today, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, actually came out and said he has no idea about the crypto reserve summit. He wasn't even told about it. It was all news to him. And then the White House confirmed that Charles Hoskinson wasn't even invited to the White House crypto summit. So a little bit of a weird one there, to be honest with you. Maybe Donald Trump and Eric Trump have just got old bags of ADA from, you know, a long time ago from the 2017 bull run. But look, guys, yeah, it's very strange, that story. Why was ADA mentioned if, you know, Charles Hoskinson wasn't even invited to the White House summit and he didn't even know it was going to be in there? Must have been a pleasant surprise for him and his bags. But look, you know, to be fair, the Cardano price is holding here at number 8. You know, considering their lack of TVL, their lack of, you know, daily transactions, their lack of fees, they're doing very well to be in 8th position, and they are holding kind of a good price here. So yeah, fair play. But it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if ADA was removed from the finalized crypto reserve from the government, guys. And then, yeah, look, going further down, we have a few other made in USA coins doing really well. Chainlink is one that is invited to the White House Crypto Summit. So there was an article here on Cointelegraph. So as you can see here, we've got the confirmed attendees on the left-hand side, and one of those is Sergey Nazarov, the co-founder of Chainlink. And I think that even though Sergey Nazarov obviously isn't American himself, American background, let's say, he's still, I think, the founder of Chainlink, you know, being, you know, such a key component to almost everything that's bought on chain, because it must be over 90% of all Oracle, probably more, you know, of all, you know, Oracle information that passes through, especially with the rise of real-world assets, you know, and being able to kind of pass like Web2 data into Web3. Like, the Chainlink is so integral to the whole of this whole Web3 movement that it's no surprising that Chainlink are on there, guys. And other than that, I mean, Coinbase, Robinhood, Kraken, Crypto.com, Ripple, obviously all American you know, projects and exchanges, maybe other than Crypto.com, but definitely Coinbase, Robinhood, and Kraken. And then, yeah, anyways, guys, going back to the market again, as you can see further down, there's also some great action on Ondo, which again, very unsurprising. Ondo is obviously one of the leaders in RWA, I would say, after Mantra, and obviously real-world assets, a lot of it is institutional. It's real estate, you know, it's stable coins, it is government bonds, etc. So it's I would be very surprised if Ondo wasn't in the conversation for some level of crypto strategic reserve. May not be the main fund, maybe a secondary fund, but I think Ondo is going to get backed a lot by the US government. Okay, guys, so take with that information. And yeah, just be worried about the sell the news event. Okay, guys, I'm very concerned about that, especially going into a weekend. The weekend, the markets don't usually perform very well unless there's a major catalyst. But let's see. Look, let's be positive. Let's hope that there is some major announcements tomorrow, because obviously we want all these markets to turn around ASAP. All right, let's go into our favorite subject here on this channel. We're going into DeFi coins first, guys. Okay, and as you can see from DeFi, it's a little bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. AI XBT is just showing no strength at all here, which is quite concerning to see. That you can see a lot of these coins got a nice bounce. You can see Pal AI got a nice bounce. Hey Anon got a nice bounce. Yeah, Altonola's also got a decent bounce and is also coming back up again. But AI XBT, since the dip, has just been dipping. And it is worrying, to be honest. We saw his mind share as well on Cookie.fun yesterday is also been going down. I think people are just waiting because, you know, we all understand what AI XBT was, you know, and is. It's a fantastic, you know, bot, basically X bot that offers good mind share and alpha on X. But that's it. Like, nothing else has come out yet, and I think the price is starting to show that. I know it's the top here of DeFi, but look, at 129 million market cap, it's not far away from Pal AI, ChainGPT. Even Hey Anon is only 30 mil off, and you know, saying that a couple months ago would have been ludicrous, because AI XBT was up about $600 million market cap. And then let's not forget that the terminal that, you know, which is basically the product, you know, the Bloomberg style terminal, but for crypto, for AI XBT, is still too expensive, you know, even at this market cap. So the team really need to, like, actually, you know, get some real utility for AI XBT that's affordable for people to actually use, and now move into the next stage of what AI XBT is. Or unfortunately, I think we're going to see AI XBT potentially dropping down, to second, third, fourth, fifth place. And going along with that, talking about Hyenon here, it's nice to see it's getting close again back to 100 million market cap. Obviously, it's seen a bit of a sell-off this week, 7.4%, but it's close to getting back to 100 million. And now it seems to be getting mainstream attention, which is great. Obviously, Hyenon is also deployed on Sonic, and it looks like Daniele and the other guy from Sonic, which is obviously Andre Cronje, one of the main guys, main DeFi legends in crypto, are working together and are very close by the looks of things. And Hyenon, and of course WAGMI, the DEX that goes alongside Anon, which is also on Sonic. Clearly there's a flywheel there, a flywheel effect. We've seen a lot of TVL coming into Sonic. We've seen a lot of KOLs talking about Sonic, and then naturally they found Anon, clearly, and now Anon is seeing the benefit of that. So I've seen some of my friends here, Virtual Bacon, Miles Duche, to people I've worked with and sometimes hang out with in the past. They are having Daniele on their channels. They're talking about Hey Anon, and I've also seen lots of Chinese KOLs now promoting Anon as well. So it's good to see that we front run the big boys, and we are hopefully going to see Hey Anon get into that mainstream conversation. And actually, I wasn't going to jump to this just yet, but let's jump to it because I've just kind of alluded to it anyway. But Elon Money here made a tweet yesterday which just doubles down on the point I was just making, that Anon has made it to the top in mindshare growth among all tokens. Now, usually when we're talking about DeFi and AI agents on this channel, we're just talking about our very little niche, our very little part of the industry. As you can see here, Anon is now starting to get mindshare in the whole space. And I think largely that's driven by A, Sonic, and two, the larger KOLs are now talking about Anon and inviting Daniele on their channels, etc., etc. So good job, Miles. Good job, Virtual Bacon. Good job to all the guys. And Daniele, of course, for just constantly shipping every single day. It's great to see Anon in there with the likes of Aave, Kaito, Avax, Arbitrum, etc., etc. Okay, guys. Now let's just jump back into the markets here again, see if there's anything else interesting that's standing out to me. Yeah, I mean, there's a great rise there in EMP, Imperial. It's doing very, very well today, up 23%. It's outshining pretty much everyone else on this list, guys. Wisp is down 20% as well, which is obviously a major downfall there, and down 43% on the weekly, which is very worrying, actually. Like, that is just a pure decimation happening there on Wisp. But I mean, look, guys, these are very low market caps. I'm down here at 4 million market cap. Like, to be honest with you, these small, which are really small micro caps, can obviously have massive swings. So I wouldn't be too worried. It can easily rebound the following day. Just be careful when you're trading coins of that size, guys, because it's very easy to get wiped. Okay, guys, jumping into AI agents now. As you can see here, Fraser AI is an outlier with over 20% rise today. Congratulations to the Fraser AI team. But just below that, you can see ARC, AI Rig Complex, which is one of the most, hyped open frameworks built on Rust, which is obviously the main language behind Solana. It's pretty much done the complete opposite. 18.5% down today, 41% down this week. Is pretty worrying. I mean, that price action, it's an absolute bloodbath for ARC. And there's a lot of smart money in ARC, and there's a lot happening in ARC. Obviously, they completely fudged the ARC Forge launchpad, but I think it'll be a bit harsh for people still selling just for that reason right now. So yeah, that doesn't look great really on ARC, if I'm honest with you, but the fundamentals are there with that project, and I'm invested in ARC, just on the market, guys, no special deals here, but I think fundamentally it's still a strong project, so I'm not worrying too much about daily swings. And that's it, guys. I mean, these swings every single day, especially in these kind of markets, you do need to take them with a pinch of salt. I wouldn't get too caught up in them. You can see here, like, Avra from Holoworld is down 10% today. Have some news about them that we're going to talk about later on. And yeah, like, Spectral's done quite well this week. Going to speak about them later in the video, guys, if you stay with me. They've got something quite interesting going on. But yes, look, in general, guys, it's a little bit of a mixed bag as usual. There's about half red, half green in the market. There's some outliers, but in general, obviously, we're all looking for a major catalyst, pretty much from Trump himself and the the US and China really administration to try to fix these markets. Okay, guys. Now, I have heard that China is also looking into their own crypto strategic reserve. Now, of course, they know that the US is doing this, and obviously they know that should have a major impact in the market in the mid to long term, and therefore China's thinking, maybe we should get ahead of this. So many countries are going to be thinking about this now, because if the US has got this crypto strategic reserve and suddenly they're outpacing inflation with the gains that they're making, they're outpacing any other asset that's ever existed by holding the majority of that in Bitcoin, then other countries will just be left behind if they don't join. But it's going to be a domino effect that once the US have announced that they're actually going to be doing this, every other country is going to be thinking, damn, I need to front run this now because they've confirmed they're doing it, and this only going to have a positive impact in the mid to long term of the price action. And of course, when we start doing that, when we start seeing all the countries piling into their own crypto reserve funds, we're just going to be laughing, guys. These prices are going to look like ridiculous. Okay, so look, let's keep our hopium for that, guys. Let's dive into the DeFi and AI agent news. Okay, guys, well, first up, we've got a news story about Venice. Okay, so Venice, of course, is the private, uncensored AI project, which is founded and run by Eric Voorhees, an absolute legend in the world of Web3, crypto, and Bitcoin. Okay, and he built Venice AI because he was worried about OpenAI and DeepSeek, etc. Basically, just sharing all of your data with governments. And what Venice AI does, it provides a layer of protection to basically enable you to prompt AI, different AI LLMs, and basically keep your privacy. Okay, guys, and they got some good news here today, is that they're actually integrating with Brave. So Brave browser, of course, is like basically the number one Web3 web browser out there, and they have integrated with Brave, which allows you a private, uncensored AI assistant directly into your browser. Okay, guys, so there is a video here on the Venice Twitter account where it's about 3 minutes long, where it tells you how to integrate Venice API if you're a user of Brave. I am a user of Brave. I do like using Brave. It's very, very good. It stops ads as well, which is really frustrating on Google Chrome. And they've got a step-by-step blog here as well, guys, as to how to actually integrate this. So you have to use a tool called Brave Leo AI to actually start integrating the Venice API, a privacy-first browser AI assistant. Okay, guys, so yeah. Check it out, guys. Nice to see Venice are shipping here, and good to see an integration between two great projects. Okay, guys, next up, we're talking about Holoworld. Okay, so Holoworld have basically teased a tweet yesterday saying that we've been tracking AVA stakers. It's not too late yet. Okay, so they love to tease, don't they? And basically, obviously, what they're trying to say here is that there's going to be reward for being staking for a long amount of period. Okay, so I personally have been staking from day one, so I hope there is. And then today they came out with another tweet, and they did confirm the news that basically the value that you receive, the longer you've been staking, the more you're going to earn. Okay, so for those of us that have been staking from day one, happy days. And for those of you that aren't, what are you waiting for? Get on there and start staking. Okay, guys, so it says it's already live and tracking at this moment in time. And they also mentioned two of the upcoming projects that are coming up to their launchpad. So that is Mirai Terminal. So we've covered Mirai Terminal on this channel before. They've got very, 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 very lifelike, very real looking kind of like AI models and AI agents, which is in partnership with a very, very famous Japanese high-end kind of virtual model company. And secondly, they've got this TSA agent here as well, a test token, testing with polls. Who knows what they'll be used for? Okay, guys, so this is still obviously very, very new. It's only got 500 followers. The first AI market analyst powered entirely by unhinged polls. Okay, I'll give that a follow. Let's see. I haven't deep dived into TSA agent yet, guys. But look, the good news is, the news here is that if you've been staking for a long time, you'll obviously get more rewards. And to be honest, I'm very happy to hear that, because the rewards were very disappointing with the first three projects that they had, Spore, and there was a couple of others there as well. The rewards were like 10, a few, maybe $50 or something. So I'm glad to hear that they're going to increase them. They should increase them. If you actually look at the TVL locked, I think it's around $20 million, maybe just under that right now. It's around a third of the market cap is already locked into Holoworld. Okay, if you're listening to us, Holoworld team, please reward, appropriately your long-term believers, because if you are staking, a third of your, tokens are being staked, then clearly, your community deserves to be rewarded for that. So look, let's see, guys. We are waiting for the announcement for the Mirai Terminal project, especially because that is quite hyped, and I'm sure there's a lot more going on in the background. We'll move on to the next story. Okay, guys. Well, sticking with the same kind of concept, it seems to be a trend here about rewarding people for basically, staking for longer. And Story Protocol, people have been waiting for this, the Big Bang block. Okay, so the Big Bang block was when staking rewards was going to start being enabled on Story Protocol. Now, of course, Story Protocol is a project that lots of people are excited about. Of course, this is a project that is working to bring huge IP on chain that could be traded, fractionalized, etc., etc. And they've already made some fantastic announcements. Some projects that are building on Story Protocol have acquired rights to some major IP already, including like BTS and various other major brands. Yeah, as you can see here, the Big Bang block is now live. Further down, it tells you who can participate in staking on Story. Basically, anyone with a minimum of 1,024 tokens can create a validator. Anyone can delegate stake permissionally to any validator, and the top 64 validators ranked by stake form the active set. So apparently there was 9,500 applications to be a validator, guys, and they've whittled that down to 64 validators. So that is a huge amount of potential validators, which shows a huge amount of confidence in Story Protocol. Okay, and if you don't meet the token minimum, you can use a third-party liquid staking provider. Okay, but do your own research, of course. Now, here is the details about the staking reward multiplier. Okay, guys, so this is a nice kind of visualization for y'all. But basically, as you can see here, the longer that you lock up, the bigger boost that you get. So you've got 3 months here, you've got 1 year. If you're locking up for 540 days, you should get 2x boost. But I mean, that is a long time. You also get a penalty here as well. So do be careful about how that might happen to you guys. But look, it's cool to see I think there's a lot of potential here. But what I'm trying to say here, because there's $billions of IP, the billions and billions of dollars of IP, and if Story Protocol have the connections, obviously, to bring that on chain, it allows you obviously to invest in a very, very different type of asset to just crypto coins and crypto tokens. A very, very different market that's never really been investable. The average Joe's never been able to get access to a chunk of valuable IP and royalties from various different songs and IP and everything else that comes with that. So I'm going to be keeping an eye, very close eye. I'm really bullish on Story. I really love what they're building. If you head over to the Story staking dashboard here, you can obviously choose which validator you're interested in staking to, and you can see the APR. Okay, so the APR is very clear here, around 13% APR currently. There's 36 validators right here that you can choose from, and obviously they've all got their different uptimes. Now, something if you're new to staking, do keep an eye on this commission, because that will tax you when you come in and out of the validator. Okay, guys, it seems like it ranges between 5 and 10%, and obviously you'd want to make sure that you go with one that has the highest uptime as possible. Usually, if you are staking on a validator that has lower uptime, they can have their rewards slashed, and yeah, it's just not worth it. Okay, guys, you don't want that effort. You just want to be staking and forgetting. So keep that in mind, guys. That's Story Protocol. The staking is live, so if you own any Story, let's get it staked. And yeah, I think this is definitely a long-term play anyway. So if I was holding Story, I'd definitely be looking into these validators myself. All right, guys. Next up, we have a news from a new project that we haven't covered in this show yet. It is Spectral Labs. Okay, and I've noticed Spectral. The reason I've come to Spectral is that every time I'm doing my daily update, I've seen positive momentum in the Spectral price over the last week or so. And so I dived in to say, well, why is this? Well, look, Spectral calls itself the on-chain agent economy, a machine intelligence network to generate autonomous on-chain agents. Okay, but right now, what I found interesting was this news that they've launched interviews for the world's first autonomous hedge fund. That's right, the world's first autonomous hedge fund, and you can apply. That's right, you can apply. It's not just agents, it's human and agents that are available to apply for this and earn real returns. Okay, guys, so you can interview now, get hired, claim your share of the prize pool. So look, guys, if you've been having a really bad time in the markets and you need to go and get a job because you quit your job because you thought you're going to make it and make millions and millions of money, well, here is a job for you, and it's not McDonald's. Okay, you can be degenerate as you like, but here is the hiring manager. The hiring manager is too cool to even look at us. Okay, so good luck in the interview. Agent Spectra, the CEO, is going to be hiring you. Okay, and they do something called this real-time interview process. So they actually interview you in real time, and you have to prove your on-chain IQ, claim your rewards, and ideally thrive in the agentic economy. So let's jump into what this actually is and what it actually looks like. So look, as you can see here, I'm on Spectra's hedge fund, and you can see the open positions. Okay, so how to apply? You choose to apply as a human or an agent. Impress Spectra. Spectra's your new boss. That's the way the world's going, isn't it? AI actually going to be controlling us humans. Impress Spectra. If you're skilled and a good fit for the job, you'll get shortlisted, and then you can get hired. Spectral reviews the shortlist and selects a winner, and then you claim the rewards. So the winner gets 80%. However, even if you're shortlisted and you do not win, you also get 10% reward. Okay, guys. So there is something in there for trying. Spectral takes 10%. Yeah, she's going to use herself whenever she wants to. So you can see here the different open positions. We've got a fundamental analysis. There's currently 38 interviewees. We've got a quant analyst with 22 interviewees, intern 50 interviewees, and a macro analyst, guys. Okay, and you can see here the price pool currently. They're all around the same, around 5,000 or so spec. And yeah, you can apply right now. What are you waiting for? Here's the interviews. And it's pretty cool because you can actually see all the interviews that's actually happening right now. Like here, you can see that this agent is currently ongoing interview. We've got this user here that's ongoing for the fundamental analysis role. You can even see that poor Beatrice over there, she got rejected as an intern. Damn, Beatrice, back to McDonald's for you, I think. But look, Spectral is built on the framework called Lux, okay, which is a relatively new framework. We haven't spoken about it much on this channel, but it's cool to see this, obviously, first autonomous AI hedge fund come around. It's very interesting to have this kind of like process of like live interviews with an AI agent and then getting rejected or shortlisted and winning prizes like in real time. So look, it's something we're going to keep an eye on, guys. It's an interesting model here. Of course, the actual Spectra token themselves, which is our new boss, it's only a $600,000 market cap, guys, so it is very, very small. Spectral itself is a much larger market cap. But in general, this is an interesting way of building any kind of autonomous business model. So as you can see here, like as I mentioned, like the Spectral price is doing very well. And obviously the more the price action goes up, the better it's going to get more visibility and people are going to be speaking about this. So I think we're quite early on this one, guys, as to like, really kind of bringing it to your attention and like how they're actually putting together an autonomous AI fund, which includes human and agents. All right, guys, that's a wrap. And that is another daily dose of DeFi and AI agents, guys. I really hope you're enjoying the shows. If you're enjoying the shows, please do not forget to hit the bell notification, hit subscribe, like, and drop a comment below, guys. It would be very much appreciated. Now, listen, tomorrow, of course, is the White House Crypto Summit. Do not get too caught up, guys. Please do not get caught up in a potential sell the news event. Okay, guys, stay healthily in spot and let's hope that the news that comes out of there is going to pump the markets back to Valhalla. Look, guys, it's also fantastic to see that the likes of Anon is now getting significant mindshare from some of the largest KOLs in the space and has actually been getting significant mindshare, not just in DeFi, but into the whole industry. Okay, guys, as I said on previous videos, I believe the success of Anon can help drive all moats forward with the other projects in the space as well because of the traction that they have got and, of course, the founder being quite well known in the space. Okay, guys, look, I'll be back here once again tomorrow. Do join me once again on the channel, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day and I'll see you tomorrow.